Hey, Amelia, I'm on my way back home, and since Chris' class is on the road, I'll pick him up. I haven't spent some quality time with him in so long. Hey, that's fine. Chris was actually asking about you this morning. Really? What did he say? How your business trip was taking his precious time with you away. That kid is so dramatic. Definitely got it from you. Huh, very funny. He'll be so happy to finally spend some time with his dad. So am I. We'll stop by the grocery store to buy a few things for baking. You know how he loves those homemade cookies. He sure does. You guys have fun. I'll whip something up for dinner by the time you come to drop him off. Actually, what? Is something wrong? No, I was just hoping that Chris could spend the night with me. I don't want him to be alone since you'll be out late. What? I don't have any plans for tonight, Adam. You do. I kind of might have, you know. I actually don't. What exactly are you up to now? I set you up on a blind date. You what? Okay, calm down. Hear me out, okay? Why would you do something so huge without asking me? It's just that I keep thinking about you whenever I'm out on a date or something. We both have moved on, and it's unfair for me to be allowed to have fun when I know you're ready to take this one step further too. Of course, I want that too. But you and I both know that's just not possible. My parents would go crazy. That's exactly why I did this. You keep thinking about them and what they want. It's time you thought about yourself too. I'm not alone anymore, Adam. I have Chris to take care of. Chris is both mine and your responsibility. You're not alone in that. I don't know. What if he's not okay with this? I don't want him to think anything different of me. He's just a kid. He's also very understanding for a 15-year-old. You forget that this is our kid we're talking about. Plus, I know for a fact he wouldn't mind having a new buddy. I don't know. That's it. We're not discussing this anymore. Just trust me, okay? This is seriously fine. I had no clue how this will go, though. What if my date is some kind of weirdo? I don't like blind dates. If it makes you feel any better, I know him. Jacob is an awesome guy, and I know you'll like him too. I wouldn't set you up with just anyone. Well, I hope you're right about Jacob. When exactly should I be ready? By 7. Don't worry about anything too much. Just try to have fun. Thanks, Adam. You really are my best friend. Hey, what's up? Did you get home safe? Oh, yeah, of course. I'm sorry. I just realized I probably disturbed your sleep. Were you already asleep? No. I was wide awake, trust me. Phew, that's a relief. Couldn't sleep too? Kinda. I just couldn't stop thinking about, when I agreed to go on the date, I had my mind made up that this would just be for tonight, only a few hours. I just wanted to get it done and over with for Adam's sake. Do you still feel the same way? 'Cause I will be honest, I wasn't so keen on the idea myself. But when Adam asked me to do him a favor, I couldn't refuse. God, I'm so sorry. Don't get me wrong, Amelia. I'm actually thinking of sending him a thank you gift right now. I don't understand. I mean, I might have actually had a great time after so long. You mean you enjoyed tonight? Very much. I was kind of worried you didn't feel the same way. That's what I was trying to tell you before. Tonight was awesome. And I couldn't stop thinking about the fact that I might not meet you again. Wow, I'm so glad to know you feel the same way. So am I. Does that mean we can go out again sometime? Before we take it any further, I just want you to know something. I just don't want things to be complicated later. Don't worry about it, Amelia. I already know all about Adam and you. You do? And you're okay with it? Of course. I'm really excited about meeting Chris one day. I hope he likes me. I'm certain he'll love you. So, is Sunday fine with you? We could go to this newly opened restaurant and get to know each other more. Would there be a walk around the park and ice cream? Anything you want. Then Sunday sounds perfect. So, what do you think about Jacob? Well, he's definitely not a weirdo. Ha! I knew you would like him. No big deal, Adam. You've known me for half of my life. If you don't know what exactly I like in a person, then I would be surprised. Can't argue with that. How do you know him anyway? I'm pretty sure I know all your friends, and Jacob is not someone I would miss. I actually met him 7 years ago before this. You remember the trip we had to Grandma Ann's summer house? 7 years? And of course, how can I forget that? It was probably the best vacation ever. It definitely was. I remember you fell in love with the indoor pool, and you wouldn't leave it alone for 1 second. Those were definitely fun times. Yup, makes me want to go back in time. Anyways, I met Jacob there when I went to town to get the barbecue sauce we left behind. It was brief and we only exchanged a few words. I met him again 2 weeks ago on the business trip I had to Ireland. Is that why you extended the trip for another week? You can say that. I did have unfinished work, so it was a win-win situation, really. You were always impulsive, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, well, I don't know why, but when I got to know him, he just seemed like the perfect guy for you. And even though it did feel a bit painful, I could picture you guys together. Sometimes I wish things would have turned out a bit different for us. Maybe it would have made Chris more happy than he is now, too. I did think about that. But then I realized if we kept denying the facts lying in front of us, we would just be hurting each other. You're right. It wouldn't be fair to either of us. I mean, I remember how I felt about you way back in high school. And the past few years of my life with you have been amazing. I'm glad to know you don't regret that, Am. Of course not. Why would I regret marrying you when we had shared something so beautiful? I just don't want you to feel like you should be stuck being single just because we have a son. We can figure that out together, and you should do what you want too. It's not your fault. I guess some things just happen in life. Do you mind if I ask you a question? Go on. What is it? Do you think, I don't know how to put this, but do you think that maybe we were wrong to separate? Why this question all of a sudden? It's just, I was talking to Mom earlier and something she said made me rethink everything. Just ask yourself how you feel. I'm sure nobody will know the answer to that better than yourself. And what do you think? I think we did what we felt right at that time. Hey babe, you guys ready for the movie tonight? Oh, hey, about that, Chris says he wants to spend the weekend with Adam since he'll be away for the next week. I hope you don't mind. No, of course not. I didn't buy the tickets yet, so it's fine. Great. Maybe we could go for dinner somewhere. We can stop at the ice cream parlor you love on our way back. Of course. Me and Adam used to go there all the time when we first moved here. He used to know all my favorite flavors. Oh, I'm sure I'll learn them too. Before I forget, I gotta go back to Ireland next week. Again? You just came back. I'm really sorry. I know I keep saying this, but I really have no choice. Which brings me back to another important topic. I've been meaning to ask you for a long time now. What is it? Move back with me to Ireland? What? Are you serious? I mean, it's bound to happen. I can't keep going back and forth between here and there. And I'm serious about us too. So, what do you say? I don't know, Jacob. I just can't leave everything behind. We would be bringing Chris too, of course. But I can't make him move away from his father's place. He loves Adam, and I can't just tell him to leave everything behind. I know this is all overwhelming for you. I do. Just please give it some time, though, okay? Fine. Hey, you guys having fun? Yeah, Chris is having the time of his life. He made forts with blankets and pillows, and now the living room looks like a camping site. I wish I was there. I feel like I'm missing out on all the fun. You okay? Yeah. Why do you ask? Weren't you supposed to be out with Jacob? You guys should be having fun. Oh, that? We kind of turned in early. Everything all right? I know I'm probably disturbing your time with Chris, but do you have a minute? Of course. Chris is busy with the pillows. What happened? Jacob asked me to move in with him to Ireland. Oh, so you will be moving with him? That's good. I don't know. What do you mean? I thought you would be happy. I don't want to leave everything behind. And I definitely don't want to separate you and Chris. I know that might pose a problem, but we can figure it out. You don't understand. I just don't want to. Amelia, calm down. Forget everything else and tell me, do you want to go? Honestly, I have never thought about moving away from this place. This is my home, and I can't just leave everything behind. What does Jacob think about this? I mean, he can't keep going back and forth either. Are you sure you don't want to? I mean, if he asks you to move in, he must be serious about this, right? That's the weirdest thing. He said he was serious about us, but I still couldn't change my mind. I gave it a lot of thoughts, really. And did you figure out the reason why you don't want to? I did, actually. I thought I didn't want to separate Chris from you. But I don't understand. I don't want to go someplace far from you. The past few weeks, my thoughts have been all over the place. I know I sound stupid, but I just need to say this. Is it because of Chris? I told you we'll figure something out. No, Adam, this is not about Chris. This is about me. I don't think. Think what, Am? You're scaring me. I don't think I can be with someone else. Do you mean the past few weeks? I couldn't stop thinking about the time we had spent together. We would be walking into a restaurant, and I would be thinking about the time we visited it the night it opened. I know you probably don't care anymore, and you've moved on, but I don't think I have, or that I can ever. I still love you. So, no, I don't want to move in with Jacob. I know he's a nice guy, but I can't do this to him. He can find someone better than me who actually loves him. Amelia, it's fine, Adam. You don't have to say anything. Just hear me out, okay? I may have had a selfish reason to set you up on a blind date. What? When we decided to separate, I know I agreed to it, but it never felt right. I felt like I'm losing something so precious to me. But I also knew I had to let you go because that was what you wanted. I tried to forget about you and move on. I even went on a few dates. But I realized that was just never going to be possible. I would never be able to forget you and just move on when I couldn't even think of someone else taking your place in my heart. So I thought maybe if you would be with someone else, I would be able to forget about you. I just wanted you to be happy genuinely. And maybe that would make me forget about all when we were together. Are you serious? Why didn't you tell me? You wanted a divorce, remember? How could I, when I knew you wanted something else? Adam, No, I'm not blaming you. Just like you said, some things just happen. And sometimes it takes time to actually understand what we really feel. Took me a year, huh? 11 months and 21 days. You're keeping count? Ha, I think so. Then, what now? What happens? I don't know, Am. What do you want to happen? It's not just about me, Adam. I want to get back together. Do you? You do? I do. Yes. Do you? Is that even a question? Hey, when exactly is your flight? A couple of minutes to go. Is Chris back from school already? Yeah, he is. Jacob, I just wanted to say I'm really sorry. I know a sorry does not make everything right, but I don't want you to leave with any hard feelings. I know, Amelia. It's definitely going to take some time to come to terms with this. But like you said, there's no point of us being together if there isn't real love. I wish I could have just realized it earlier so it wouldn't have to come up like this. It's all right. This is how life is supposed to be anyway. You learn from your mistakes. Let's leave it on a positive note, okay? I'm just glad you told me the truth. And who knows, maybe it wasn't meant to be between us, because there is someone out there waiting for me. That's right. I'm sure there is. Thanks, JJ, for being so understanding about all this. Just be happy, both you and Adam, and tell Chris I'll visit him soon. Bye, Amelia. Goodbye, Jacob.